You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, YNR fans, it's time for our weekly prediction edition with Victor facing an angry Army and Billy turning to Sally. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. We've got predictions for Jill, Audra, and Lily, for Claire, Victor, and Jack, for Daniel and Heather, for Adam and Victor, and for Billy and Sally. And as always, our predictions are based on official CBS soap spoilers, the promos, and recent episode activity. Let's dive right in with our very first prediction. Jill and Audra and Lily and Jack. I think they might all team up against Victor. Let's talk about the spoilers. On Monday the 14th, Lily is furious to find out that Victor has been playing her and that Nikki was part of the con to trick her into helping them get their hands on Abbott Chancellor and were lying to her about the job she'd have. So Lily wants to take down Victor. She made a call to Jill to tell her that Billy fired her, hired Phyllis, and is making a mess. And then by Tuesday, October 15th, Jill is back and hitting Billy with an ultimatum. And I feel like both Billy and Lily are going to fill Jill in on the fact that Victor is coming for Chancellor. And yes, you know, Kay did want him running it, but he has long since given up. And I don't think Kay would approve of his recent behavior, not at all. Just my humble opinion. Spoilers for Wednesday the 16th has Audra conspiring with Jack. She tells him everything about Victor and Glissade and Kyle, things that Jack suspected, but he didn't know for sure. So we have Lily vowing to hit Billy and Victor back, promises they won't see it coming. Jill is an Abbott as well as a Foster. She's not going to like that Victor's coming for her company and also for Jabot. Audra is in a rage about Victor and Kyle. This could be a whole army of allies getting together to make sure that Victor goes down in flames, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Am I right? All right. Our second prediction, Claire sides with the Abbotts and Victor explodes. Last week, Claire wanted to know from Jack the truth about her grandpa, Victor. Kyle's actions concern her, and he is definitely turning into a mini Victor. Claire listened to everything Jack said, and then she said that she wants to help. She has been under the thumb of somebody vengeful and petty that liked vendettas, her Aunt Jordan, and that's the way Victor's behaving right now. And I don't think Claire wants to be any part of that. I do think she will stand up for herself, and I think she will stand up for the Abbotts against Victor's wrongdoing and these petty games he's playing. But if he finds out that Claire is Team Abbott, he's going to explode. I can see him saying some things to her about her past, and she's proven that she can't be trusted. You know, maybe she shouldn't be a Newman. If he comes hard against Claire, Victoria is going to lose it. She's going to choose her daughter. Nikki will probably side with Victoria and Claire, and this could really divide the Newmans because Victor is behaving so badly. Our third prediction, Daniel is suspected as Heather's killer, but Sharon's plot flops. Spoilers for Wednesday, October 16th, have Chance finding evidence that looks very bad for Daniel. And remember, this past week, he asked to search the apartment. Daniel says no. You know, he's been around Christine enough to know that you make the police get a warrant. Looks like he does. So he finds evidence. And then Thursday, October 17th, spoilers say Daniel is in a compromising position. And in the promo, Chance is telling Summer that things look bad for Daniel because of what he found. But let's face it, despite what he does find, nothing else adds up. Daniel has solid alibis. There's no proof he hurt her. There's the mystery text from whoever had Heather's phone, and then all of a sudden the phone is in the apartment, right? When Daniel's pretty much been with Lucy or his other family nonstop, the question of how Heather got to the river, I just don't think Sharon's sloppy plan is going to work out for her. There are not going to be Daniel's prints or DNA on any of the stuff she shoved in the cabinet. And it just has the feel of planted evidence, like it's too easy. And of course, Summer and Phyllis are going to be pressing on Chance to take a look at the big picture and not just simply judge what he found on the merit of it. And I think Daniel's going to be in trouble for a hot minute, and then it's all going to turn back around and everything's going to blow up in Sharon's face. Our fourth prediction, Adam is conflicted about Victor's orders. So next week, Wednesday, October 16th, Victor pulls Adam into his plot to get revenge on Billy. And Adam hates Billy, that is true, but the guy has been really good to Chelsea and really good to Connor. And Chelsea still cares about Billy. Connor still cares about Billy. So Adam may have an issue with the orders he's given, depending on how dirty Victor wants him to play. If it's just low-level, annoying stuff, that's one thing. But if it is, publishing horrible, nasty things about Billy, even though Billy has done the same thing to Adam, remember that whole expose he did several years ago? I just don't know if Adam will do it. Adam seems to want another shot with Chelsea, and she's not going to like it if he's taking shots at Billy. But on the flip, Adam doesn't want to be estranged from his father again. So I think he's about to be in this very tough spot. He already pushed back on his dad about, I'm not going to trash Jabot. Like, I have no problem, up-talking Glissade. And at the same time, if I recall, he did agree that he didn't mind taking a shot at Billy. But I think given all the events that's going to twist, and Victor may wind up furious with so many members of his family very soon. Our fifth and final prediction, Billy wins Sally, but loses everything else. So on Monday, October 14th, Billy asks Sally to help him decorate his new place. That's while they're talking about struggling to get over their exes. But then on Tuesday, October 15th, Jill is back with an ultimatum for Billy. So, Lily told Jill about what Billy has done, but Jill, I don't think is going to know until she gets back what is happening with Victor. And Lily is definitely going to try and make it look like all of Billy's mistakes have opened the door for this frontal assault to take over Abbott Chancellor by Victor. And I feel like there's a chance that Billy might be fired. Jill's going to give him an ultimatum, but he's also felt very king of the world, with his behavior lately. And I feel like that he might push back too hard, and his mama might put him in timeout, out of a job. Meanwhile, there's Sally, and they're doing this slow burn with Sally and Billy. And I do think she is going to be someone that he can talk to about what's happening at work, what's happening with his mom, with no judgment and no craziness. He can talk to Phyllis about all this, but she's always got one foot out the door, ready to go do something rash that always makes everything worse. And Sally is someone he can get closer to and talk this through without that being a risk. She's made big mistakes. She's come out the other side. I think she will be a good influence on him during this time. And even if he loses his job, which we'll see on that, he might be getting, a good match for him, a good woman in his life.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.